Hello everyone, Beanie here, and today is the first day of my 12 Days of Skinmas series that I am doing for Christmas on this channel. There's going to be 11 more tutorials after this one, all about holiday stuff for your skin, and it's going to be super cool. So stay tuned to the end to find out what the next video's topic is about. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Christmas sweater on your Minecraft skin. Now, this is actually a lot more simple than it seems, since this is pretty much a main part of your skin. It's the focal point of what your skin's going to be. You may think it's going to be really hard, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it really easy and simple, and it's going to make things so much easier for you. So first things first, I am going to make sure I have Planet Minecraft's PMC Skin.3D open. That is, you can find that at planetminecraft.com/PMCSkin3D. So my favorite editor to use, and I hope you guys all get some good use out of it. Next, I want to make sure I start with a blank skin or your own Minecraft skin. If you want to start with your own Minecraft skin, all you have to do is go up to File over here in the top corner, click Get from MC Username, or Open a File, and you can edit off your own Minecraft skin. But for today, I'm just going to be doing this on a blank base to make it easier for everyone. I want to make sure I have the mirror turned on to across limbs so that I don't have to do each of the arms twice. Alright, first I'm going to start with the arms. I'm going to take a red color. This is going to be our darkest red color, so you want it to be kind of a darker, more blood colored red, I'd say. And yeah, I'm going to make sure I deselect everything except for the right arm, which is on the left side. Now I'm going to take my little cursor and draw a line going down, leaving a little space of 3 or however much you want it for the hands. I usually like to leave a space of 3, but a lot of people use a space of 2 or a space of 1. It's just all personal preference, and you can do whatever you want. It won't change the outcome of your skin that much. Now I'm going to turn this to the side and fill in the area where the line is and make it so it's connecting all together. I'm going to go over to the back and the top and make sure that everything is connecting together really well and that it's all pretty cohesive and working together very nicely. Next, I'm going to lighten my color by 5 and turn it a little more towards the orange area. Now with this color, I'm going to add some areas over here that look like shading for your Minecraft skin so that it'll all just look a little more realistic. I'm adding a 2 pixel line at the bottom that's going to connect everywhere, and I am adding a little 3 pixel line that is 2 pixels down right on the edge of the thing, on the line we made. Next, I'm going to lighten our color again by 5, turning up the lightness by 5, and bringing it a little more into the orange zone. And now I'm going to take this brush over here called the Magic Wand brush, click on it, and I am going to fill in each side over here. Making sure I turn back to the pixel brush over here, I'm going to lighten the color one more time. I'm just picking it off my palette since I already have it down there, and I'm going to add some highlight. And there we have it. We have the arm, the base layer of the arm completed. Now we can turn on the other arm and see that they are both exactly the same. And if we turn on the body, we see we haven't done anything on the body yet. So we need to get into that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my color picker tool and pick the darkest color that we used. I'm going to count 3 blocks in on each side of the torso. And I'm going to turn off the arms just so that it's, easier to see and focus on only the torso. And now in the bottom left corner, I'm going to count up 2 pixels and make a space there on each side. And then 1 pixel below that, I'm going to draw a dark red line like that so that it adds the illusion of not completely a flat straight line for your sweater. It makes it look more natural and organic. And now I'm going to continue these lines onto the other side and make sure that I have everything in the top filled in together using this pattern. The back line is completely filled in, and these areas are filled in as well. And I'm going to come over to the back and make sure that everything is filled in just like it is on the other sides and the front. And once we get to here, we're going to do the same thing we do on the front by adding a line like that. Now turning back to the front of the skin, I'm going to turn back on one of the arms and pick the darker color that we use on the arm. And I'm going to go back to, make sure I go back to smooth mode for drawing, I guess, and come over and add 2 lines going down like that. And I'm going to add just a little bit of shading and definition on your skin. I'm going to add a tiny bit of things to differentiate the chest area from the stomach, and I'm going to mark out a collar like that. And now I'm going to take the magic wand brush again and fill in the sides like this. Now back with the pixel brush, I'm going to come over to the back and completely fill in those 2 sides like that. And again, add some more shading. Like, the more organic that it is, the more it's gonna look normal. It's gonna look like something in real life. Now I'm going to take the color picker tool once more and pick the 3rd color that we used, which is the majority color in all this. Pick the magic wand brush, and I'm going to fill in these empty spaces on the front and the back. Making sure I'm back on the pixel brush, I'm going to turn on the other arm and then color pick the lightest color, the highlight color that we have, and just add some cute little highlights here and there. They don't have to be completely perfect. I find that they often look better when they are more random and not completely, planned out. But you can do whatever you think looks best. Now we have the base of the sweater completely done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a completely white color right now, turn off everything except for one of the arms, and I'm going to figure out where I want this stripe on the arm to be. I think that I'm going to have it right here. It's going to be 4 wide, so just on the highlighted area where it's going to be affected, I am going to color in the whitest white right there. Then I'm going to take the lightness and bring it down 5 notches and make sure that this is in the white area over here. Bring down the saturation so that it doesn't look completely gray. It's just a little hint of blue, and I find that makes everything look a lot better. And I'm just going to fill in the 3rd colors area with this color. Just like this. Oh, I made a mistake, and that's okay. If you make a mistake, you can just click the undo button. Alright, and then with that, I'm going to darken it 5 more times, and I'm going to get to another color. And then I'm going to fill in that area just like we have been continuing to do, and do the same with darken it 5 more times. I'm just picking it off my palette since I already have these colors here. And I'm going to fill in the rest of the area just like that. So now we have these little bands on the arms completed. What we're going to do next is we are going to make sure that we, using the same colors that we used on the arm to the same corresponding colors on the torso, are going to do the same thing but 1 pixel lower. So this is still 4 pixels, but we want it to be 1 pixel lower just to add a tiny bit more definition. And we are going to make sure that we cover in all the areas like this on the side. Make sure if I'm going too fast just to pause the video and see what I'm doing, or you can always put it on a slower thing to make it just the right speed for you. And we're just filling in all these colors over here with the colors that we had picked for the white on the sides. Now we're going to pick this middle color, since if you remember we did not use the darkest red color on this area, so we won't be using the darkest white color on this area either. We're going to pick the middle color now here and fill in this area again, making sure to leave room for the highlights for where we are going to put the highlighted white in, just to make sure that it all works and flows together. Now we're going to take our highlighted white after all that is filled in and fill the rest of everything in. Now that we have our red stripe done, we are going to pick a green color. I like picking a green color that's that's not what I meant to do. I like picking a green color that's closer to the blue spectrum, just so that it seems more Christmassy. Because when colors are more towards green colors are more towards the yellow spectrum, it doesn't seem as Christmassy, if you know what I mean. So I am going to first make sure that I have a darker green color for what I need, and I'm going to add a dot on the end of the darkest area of the skin. And I'm going to make this dot cross over on the same pixel on the same side so that it's all cohesive. I like doing that on my skins. You don't have to do this, you can always make it different, but if you see what I'm going with here, I'm going to just be adding this little design that looks like this wonderful little Christmas design on the sides, like that. And I'm going to be doing the same thing with the shading for it. So I'm going to lighten the color by 5, and I'm just going to bring it the tiniest bit towards more yellow so that it just looks lighter and a little more different. And since we have the second color down, I'm going to do that one more time and bring it just the tiniest bit towards yellow and fill in these places that have what we want. Alright, and now for the lightest color over here, we're going to lighten it for the final time and bring it a tiny bit more towards yellow and fill that in like that. So now we have our green stripe on the arm, and we need to do the same thing for the torso. And now we have the base layer for our Christmas sweater completely done. And we are going to start on the outer layer. So now what I want to do is I want to start on the outer layer for both of the arms. This is where most of the outer layer is going to be. I want to pick our middle color that we use and turn on the overlay, which is this over here. I want to make sure that I turn on both of these little armor parts, the armwear right here it says, and I can turn them on and off really easily with this check mark. I want to make sure the check mark's checked and I have those two things on. And then I can come over here and I want to go 3 blocks up with that, 2 blocks in like that so that it's aligned. I'm going to turn that off to show you what they both look like, making sure the mirror is still on. And then I'm going to drag this back like this and fill it in and bring this over to the side, doing the same thing like that. And I want to take the highlight color now and plop it in the middle right here where all that is going on. I'm going to turn off this so that you can see what the outer layer looks like by itself, and then this is what it looks like with the arms. So now we have just a little bit of fluff on the outer layer so that your sweater will look more poofy and nice. And for the outer layer on the torso, I'm going to turn off the outer layers on the arms and turn on the outer layer on the torso and make sure only the torso and the outer layer of the torso are selected. I'm going to pick our second darkest color and just add a couple little dots like that, just so that your sweater looks more rounded and stuff. You can add some more dots if you want to make them look more like, you know, fluffy at the bottom. I like doing that too. I like just adding a little bit of fluff right there. Nothing super crazy, but just something that looks nice and very fits with everything. It's pretty simple, but it's very nice. And so that means that we are completely done with our wonderful Christmas sweater. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope that you stay tuned for the next episode of the 12 Days of Skinmas series. The next thing we're going to be covering is reindeer antlers and a reindeer nose, and how to add that to your Minecraft skin. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye!